All right, Shalom. We like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Kadash.
Double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to the sincere brothers that's doing the will of Yahweh. Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. To my right, I have
Parathum.
To my left,
I'm no Wallaby.
I'm the brother Kassad. All right, and in today's lesson, we just gonna be going into what's been going on in the news. All right, because we're in 2020, the year of prophecy. Okay, and the Apostle Tahar was on point with that with deeming this year the year of prophecy, because all right, we're still in the month of January, and so much has been going on. All right, and Lord willing, we're gonna try to speak on as much as we can, because there's so much going on in the news that it's hard to keep up with, man. That's why Yahweh Shai said, "Watch as well as pray," man. All right, so let me get that.
We're going to start off. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 1, and it says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy."
Yeah, that's the Israelites. That's the Lord's people. All right, and that's who this word is for. Okay, you got our people. All right, they hear this word because the word is being pushed throughout the four corners of the earth. You got the men of the law out there on the highways and the byways. You got Israelites still rejecting this word. All right, that's why you had Kobe Bryant put to death, man. All right, Kobe Bryant, he's a prominent figure in the sports world, man. All right, got it.
It says, "Which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true." Right? It says, "Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee."
Yeah, that word incredulity goes into the unbelief of these non-believers. Okay, because belief is only given to the elect of the nation of Israel. The rest of the world, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, which is prophesied to be cut off and die, and the rest of the world, these heathens, they don't believe. All right? Got it?
It says, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness." It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world."
Yeah, the Most High said he's going to bring plagues upon the world. All right? So, what you got going on in the news today, man? All right, we're hearing about plagues, man. All right? The coronavirus, that's a plague. Okay, that's a disease that originated out there in China. All right, that's where it first began. Okay, and Apostle Hall broke it down that the coronavirus is synonymous with the SARS disease, man. All right, because you got them heathens out there, them gooks, them so-called Chinese, the Moabites. All right, they out there eating bats and eating all types of abominable creatures, man, which is against the law, statutes, commandments. Okay, which that's linked to the virus, man, and that virus has spread to various parts of the world, man. It's all throughout China right now. They're dealing with a quarantine of their citizens. All right, you got millions of citizens out there in China being quarantined, man. Come on.
Yeah, that quarantine is the largest so far. It's going to get larger. The largest human quarantine in history. So this is an article from the New York Times. All right, it was written, today's the 27th, so this is today, right? It says it's the largest quarantine in human history, but will it stop the disease? It says, in response to the new and still poorly...
Yeah, the largest quarantine in human history. Why is that? Because they're quarantining millions of citizens. All right? Over, it's not just 1 million, it's millions, man, I can't tell you the exact number, but I know it's millions, because that virus is spreading, man. All right? And people are dropping dead. Okay? That's a serious thing.
I'm going to read a little more in the article, just get to the point of the millions. It says, in response to the new and still poorly understood coronavirus that recently emerged in Wuhan, central China, the Chinese government has placed the city and a dozen others in lockdown, in effect quarantining an estimated 56 million people.
You see that? An estimated 56 million people has been quarantined out there in various places in the land of China. Okay? So that's what's going down over there. All right? That's not times of prosperity. That's not times of mirth. That's times of evil, man. All right? It shows you that it shows you the times that we living in, man. All right? When you see things like that going on around the world, man, all right, that should ring an alarm in your head, man, that, you know, there's something ain't right here, man.
That's right.
Okay? And there's more going on in the world, man. You got that disease is spreading over here in the United States. All right. I can't really speak on it. It's in other places, like in other countries, but I know it's over here in the United States.
Right.
All right. There's they had cases in Chicago, Arizona, New York.
It's in Canada as well, also in Mexico.
Yeah. Even my family in our little family group chat world, they sent a video. And some dude is talking about, they got Chinese nationals and they about to spread it over there in the islands, man. All right. So this is about to be a worldwide epidemic, man.
Yeah, and it could get so bad that they might use that as means to issue the RFID microchip to use that as justifying it. They're gonna justify it using the mark of the beast behind that plague, man, the coronavirus. They're gonna try to track people, man. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, they call it medical martial law when there's a large-scale epidemic or pandemic, and where they have to quarantine certain areas. They use as a mass for you to go past a certain checkpoint. You're gonna need that RFID microchip. It shows you that in the movies, I Am Legend, or any large-scale disease warfare movie. For you to move past a certain checkpoint or get to point A to point B, you're gonna have that RFID microchip, because the chaos that's gonna be out here, if Lord willing this disease spreads, is gonna come to a point where the government is gonna have to regulate on things, just like how they're doing it over there in China. Just for them to board a plane, they need to get that ray gun scan on their forehead to see if they're at a certain temperature or not, to see if they have the virus. So that's just another reason, like the brother said, that Esau, being the crafty devil that he is, can make a way to bring forth this RFID microchip.
Good precept. This is Ezekiel chapter 7, and all you got to do is when you go into the scriptures, you know what I'm saying, you do a word search on the word pestilence and plagues, man. Mm-hmm. All right, and a whole bunch of scriptures go into, all right, the how the Most High brings judgment through these plagues, man. He sends pestilence, man, just like he did in the land of Egypt. All right, the scriptures tell you that the Most High is gonna smite this kingdom with the plagues like he did in Egypt. All right, so this is Ezekiel 7:15. It says, "The sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him."
Amen. And hey, that's a beautiful scripture as to what's going on right now, man. So if you're in the field, amen, a lot of death is going to come to this earth, man. All right? Various methods, man. It's either the sword, all right? All right? You see the famine. We already know all these nations are on the brink of famine. America's on the brink of famine. Europe is on the brink of famine. All right? And what's going on now, man? That pestilence, man. That plague that they pushing out here, man. All right? You know, they say, what they say in Chinatown, they say they bracing, for this virus, man. All right? And Lord willing, you know what I mean, as Lord willing, hope, we the men of the Lord, you know what I'm saying, we looking forward to these things, man. All right? But these are all the beginnings of America being destroyed, man.
Yeah.
All right?
And while you got all these pestilence going on, what is the rest of the world worried about? They're worried about what happened to Kobe Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's the distraction that's going on right now, man. All right, because Kobe Bryant, he died yesterday in a helicopter crash. All right alongside with his 13-year-old daughter. All right, and the whole world is in a uproar because of that, man. You know, everybody's all bent out of shape, man. All right, you go on the web, you go on social media, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. That's what all everybody's talking about, man. All right, but here it is. You got all these things going on, man. People dying around the world, man. All right, all because this one dude that everybody idolizes dies. Now the whole world is worried about that, man. Mourning the death of him.
Yep. Got a quick precept.
Huh.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. It says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices."
Yeah, the word Satan means adversary. All right, so Satan, all right, is the so-called white man. All right, you do have a actual Satan, all right, the spiritual demon Satan, but he has a physical counterpart, the so-called white man, which does the bidding of the spiritual demon Satan. All right, and it said we are not ignorant of his devices. What is Esau's devices? His devices is to establish his new world order. All right, they have agendas. Okay, they wanna depopulate humanity, and they wanna lower the world's population to 500 million.
All right,
yeah,
and that going into we not ignorant of his devices. All right, this situation with Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? Kobe died on a Sunday. The Grammys is really the next day. All right, and you understand Kobe Bryant is a beloved figure throughout the whole earth. All right, his death is going to cause what, man? A distraction, man. All right, so we understand this. This is a distraction. All this is one big ass distraction, man. All right, Kobe Bryant is one man. All right, where they have 56 million people in China being quarantined, man. All right, when this plague is being spread throughout the earth, man. All right, they just had an article. They said a U.S. a plane was shot with U.S.
out there in Baghdad.
In Baghdad, you know, U.S. military generals or soldiers or whatever is in there, man. All right, all these things that's going on, man. It's a distraction, man, because that's not the real news, man.
Yeah.
All right.
And not to mention, you got because of that coronavirus, you got the stock markets tumbling. All right, stocks are doing bad. Stores are closing down. All right. There was an article on RT that came out last week saying that you had an economic analyst that goes on into the economics. He said that the U.S. economy might collapse. The U.S. dollar might collapse this year.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and people are just worried about what happened to Kobe Bryant. What happened to Kobe Bryant was judgment from the Most High Yahweh by Shemi Hawashai. All right, because Kobe, like I did a show earlier on the death of Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was a fucking witch, man. All right, Kobe Bryant was a damn sorcerer, man. All right, he was teaching little children about witchcraft, man. The occult, man. All right, just look it up on YouTube, man. You got him on ESPN talking about dealing with dark muse and all that. And when you look up dark muse, that goes back to the occult witchcraft, man. All right, guys like Aleister Crowley, man, which was a known witch. All right, so Kobe wasn't right, man. All right, and like the brother said, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices because he died on the same day as the Grammys, and celebrities always die around that time, man, of the time of awards. Okay, all right, so it's possible that he could have been a blood sacrifice because his death was predicted on a TV show called what is it called, brother?
Chamberlain Gates.
Legends of Chamberlain Heights.
Legend of Chamberlain Heights. All right, which they had a sketch where, all right, they showed Kobe dying in a helicopter crash, man. Okay, and then you had somebody on Twitter that made a tweet, you know, back in like 2012, I believe. It said that, Kobe's gonna die in a helicopter crash, man.
And that episode, the name of that episode, I believe it was called The Last Days or something like that, something to that effect. You know? So we're not ignorant of Satan devices, man. All these things, you know, first of all these things must come to pass, man, but we gotta be a focus of what's really going on, man. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? That's why the Apostle Tahari always say, man, you know, we're the prophets. You know, we believe we're the prophets. All the news that's going on, we filtered through the scriptures, man. All right, and what we're filtering through the scriptures, man. What the real news is, all right, is uproars of the people throughout the whole earth, man. All right, these plagues and pestilences coming to fruition, man. All right, wars and rumors of wars, man. These are the real things that we're supposed to be keeping our eye on, man. Not motherfucking Kobe Bryant, man. All right, the nigga played basketball. That's it.
Yeah, the nigga could jump. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo so the nigga could jump and the nigga could shoot a ball. The Lord don't give a shit about that. He was a witch, he was a wizard, and a warlock, and a wicked digger, and the Most High put him to death. It's just that simple. You niggas want to be all goddamn emotional. Oh, Kobe Bryant, nigga, he scored 81, yo. He was, yo, LeBron just passed the scoring list, yo. He used to be number 3, yo. Fuck that nigga, man. All right? At least he know he an Israelite.
That's right.
He know he an Israelite, and he's rooting for us.
That's right.
Yeah, and he had a workout called the 666 workout, man.
He did.
All right, so Kobe knew what he was doing, man. There's many pictures of Kobe Bryant throwing up the pyramid, man, which goes back to the Illuminati, man, the All-Seeing Eye, which they deal with the gods of the ancient Egyptians and Babylonians, man. So that's what Kobe Bryant was doing, man. That's what he was dealing with. All right, that's what, not just him, you know, all you sellouts, man, all you celebrities, man, you deal with the same thing, man, dealing with Baphomet. All right, dealing with these left-handed demons, man.
Yeah. They just had a thing with Jay-Z at the Rock Nation brunch.
Yeah.
He throwing up signs, him and Beyonce and all of that, man. All right? You know, they might flag this video for saying that, but hey, it is what it is. All right? So all these celebrities and all these things, man, we're not paying attention to them, man, because guess what, man? At the end of the day, they going to get their judgment, man. All right? We focus on the task at hand, man. All right? We preparing for the arrival, you know what I mean, of our Lord Yahweh Shai, man. All right?
I have the precept. This is 2 Chronicles 21:14. Behold, with a great plague will the Lord smite thy people, and thy children, and thy wives, and all thy goods. And thou shalt have great sickness by disease of thy bowels.
What king was ruling at that time?
This is during the time of Elijah.
You see, and back then, all right, during the time of Elijah, what was going on? You had Ahab, which was of the northern kingdom.
Yep, that's what
he had our people. Whosoever would not bow down to the image of Baal was put to death. All right, and you had the elect back then. You had 7,000 men that they didn't bow down to the image of Baal, man. And you got the same thing going on right now. All right, you got the elect. They're not bowing down to the image of the beast, man. This new world order system, man. To the wine of Esau Edom, man. Which is really the image of Baal. I mean, the image of Baal coming back, because there's nothing new under the sun. You had something you wanted to mention on that?
Yeah, and it says that the Lord is going to smite the people with this great plague. Now, when you go in the 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, the Lord said that He was going to bring all the plagues of Egypt, plus more we've never seen before here in the land of America. Why? Because of your whoredoms. Whoredom going back to idolatry. One of your idols just got destroyed yesterday, Kobe nigger, okay, the black mamba. All right, the Lord cut one of your idols off, man, and he was a huge idol. That's why all you niggas right now, y'all mourning, y'all sad, y'all spirit is in sackcloth, you know. Over that nigga, man. He was a nigger, okay. He could just run and jump. That's it. He still had to suck the white man off to get to where he was at. Still had to sacrifice, do all type of satanic rituals. He was a nobody, man, just like the rest of those NBA stars. Jordan, okay, KD, all of them. LeBron, all of them, man.
Yeah, you know, when you know, like the brother said, man, these people are all emotional about it and upset. All right, when you out there in the world, you go to work, that's all you hear about, man. You go around when you walking around the streets, man, that's all people's talking about, man. Kobe Bryant, Kobe Bryant died, and I'm sad, and some dude came up to me, man, and this brother was there. Some dude came up to me, man. He was like, "Yo, I'm sad today." I said, "Why?" I already knew why, but
You gotta entertain it.
So I was like, "Why? What happened?" He's like, "Yo, man, Kobe's dead. I'm fucked up, man."
How come you niggas not going that hard over Yahweh Shai's death?
Yeah.
But you go hard over. That's why the Lord goes, just like what I read right here, the Lord, let me read it again. It says, "Behold, with the great plague will the Lord smite thy people and thy children and thy wives." Yeah, and a great plague is coming, that coronavirus, man. The T-virus from Resident Evil.
Wow.
Hopefully this thing spreads like wildfire. 1 million people infected, Manhattan quarantined, Lincoln Tunnel shut off. Okay, Williamsburg Bridge shut down. The Manhattan Bridge shut down. Okay? And it says,
Yeah, you niggas is bent out of shape over Kobe Bryant. Yo, the year just started, man. So you niggas should be more worried about what's to come. Because there's going to be a lot more celebrities dying, man. All right?
and it says, "And thou shalt have great sickness by disease of thy bowels, until thy bowels fall out by reason of the sickness day by day." And that's what's coming to you people, man. Okay? So the Lord's going to make the bowels inside of you rot from the inside, just like how he did with Antiochus Epiphanes. Okay? He's gonna send a disease out here, an uncurable disease. They're bracing for it for New York.
Oh shit.
So it's coming, man. This thing is kicking off, man. So if you ain't right with the Most High and His Son, you're gonna get put to death.
That's right.
God. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it."
Yeah, bro, and that's what we do, man. All right, the Lord put the Rakar Kodash on us to understand these scriptures, man, and we warn the people and we tell them what's about to come to America, man. All right, what's about to come to this earth, man. All right, and as the brother rightly said, man, hey, you worried about Kobe, you really were supposed to be worried about the future, man. All right, you really supposed to be kind of worried about what tomorrow might bring, man. What next week might bring, what next month might bring, bro. Because guess what, man, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse, man. All right, the day of the Lord, the scriptures say that, man. The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, man. All right, it's not going to be a fun time that's coming to this earth, man. It ain't gonna be all fun and games that's coming to America, man. All right, and we warning you people, man. All right, it's time to take heed, man. It's time to take heed, man. We always say that the gates of mercy is closing, every day, man. It's time to take heed before it's too late, man. All right.
God, it says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie."
That's right, man. So the vision is yet for an appointed time. It shall speak and not lie. All right. The Lord is not a man that he should lie, man. Whatever the Lord says, all right, it's going to come to pass, man. All right. And a lot of people are realizing that, but at the same time, a vast majority of our people, man, they just living in fucking la la land. You know what I mean? Thinking about some bullshit, man. All right. When your main focus is supposed to be, getting ready for the Lord's return, man. Getting spiritually ready for what's about to come to America. Getting spiritually ready for that martial law. Getting spiritually ready for that hour of temptation, that microchip. All right? All these things are going to come to pass, man. And we have no doubt about it, man. We see it happening, right now, as we speak,
It says, "Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry."
And then, hey, we live in the times, we don't know the exact day of the Lord's return, but guess what, man? We know it's soon, man. And all the signs are pointing towards that, man. All right? Wars and the rumors of wars, man. The pestilences, the famine, all right? The uproar of people throughout the whole earth, man. All right? You think think about it, man. 56 million people quarantined, man. You think that's not going to cause some type of uproar amongst just those people, man? All right?
Yeah, man.
It's going to be an uproar among them and added on to the other uproars that's been going on throughout the earth for the past couple of years, man. All right? It's going to be hot in this bitch, man.
Yeah, it says, at the end, it shall speak and not lie.
Mm-hmm.
And you had Donald Trump. He said this on, I believe it was either Friday or Saturday. He said, we must resist the prophets of doom.
All right.
Okay? So who is Donald Trump talking about when he says we must resist the prophets of doom? He's talking about you Israelites. All right? Not just I'm not talking about you Israelites that's sugarcoating the truth, man. That's playing games. All right, that's sold out. I'm talking about the sincere Israelites out there that's doing the will of Yahweh Shemel Shai in true sincerity week in and week out on the highways and byways, man. Okay? Prophesying the downfall of this place, man. All right? That's why they demonizing us, man. All right, saying that we're doing anti-Semitic attacks on these damn rats, these so-called Jews. All right, you can flag this video, man. I don't give a damn.
Right.
All right, because you damn devils are finished either way, man. All right. You falsely accusing brothers of doing so-called anti-Semitic attacks, man. All right, and that's why the Most High, the more you come against us, the more the Most High is gonna have that backfire against you, man. Because scriptures say what? Matter of fact, I'm gonna get a precept. You brothers.
All right, I got a quick precept. This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9. It says that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not, and to prophesy, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. All right, and that's what a lot of our people want to hear, man. They're like, oh, this is too much, man, listen, man. We giving it to you raw as we possibly can, because guess what? Our description of it is going to pale in comparison to what's really going to happen, man. All right? It's going to be crazy out here, man. All right? All right? When you see Leviathan out here, man, you're going to really understand, like, what the fuck is going on.
Hey, Job said their hope is going to be as the giving up of the ghost. They see a damn 300-foot Godzilla-type beast.
Come on, man.
These people, man, that's like some sci-fi shit. These coronal ass people out here, they just gonna drop dead.
That's what I'm saying, man. All right, so we telling our people to take heed, but we don't have. That's why Trump calls us a prophets of doom, man. Because really, we don't have too much smooth things to tell you, man. All right, we don't have too much smooth things to tell you, man. That Armageddon that DJ Trump was talking about, man. Hey, that's gonna happen, man.
That's right.
All right, that's going to happen. So what is there smooth to tell? The only smooth thing we tell you, man, hey, Lord willing, we the elect. Lord willing, we going to be saved. That's the smooth part. You know what I'm saying? All right, so okay.
No, that's all right, brother. This is Matthew 16 and 18. It says, and I say unto thee that thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it.
You can break that down.
Yeah. The gates of hell shall not prevail against the prophets of the Lord, man. Mm-hmm. And who's the gates of the hell? All right, gates represent leadership, man. The leaders of this world, man. All right, your presidents, your politicians, all right, your UN council members, all right, all of y'all that come up against the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, all right, beginning with the prophets of the Lord. All right, you got Donald Trump talking about we must resist the prophets of doom, because the scriptures already prophesied that it's gonna be an insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. All right, they're gonna snatch certain brothers out of their houses, man, throw them in the black vans. All right, and they're gonna throw all these charges against us. Okay, so we know these things are coming, man, because there's nothing new under the sun. You did it to the disciples of the Lord back then, and even before then, you did it. You had the prophets of the Lord. They was always demonized and slain and abhorred and hated, man. All right, that's why Yahweh Shai said, "He that hateth you, it's not you that they hateth, but roughly paraphrasing."
John 7:7.
How it go?
I'll get it.
Yeah, because I don't want to butcher it.
This is this says the world cannot hate you, but me it hated.
Yeah.
This is John 7:7. The world cannot hate you, but me it hated, because I testify of it that the works thereof are evil.
So ultimately, they hate Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, we're just the mouthpiece, man. Like the saying goes, don't kill a messenger. But that's what they trying to do, man. Because they know they can't F with the Most High, so they wanna F with us. All right. So the gates of hell is not gonna prevail, man. No matter what you try to do against us, as I mentioned before, the more you come against us, the faster your downfall is gonna come, man. All right. We want you to take us off the streets, man. We want you to declare martial law. We want you to, come forth with your false flag, man. Bring it on. Bring it on, faggot. We waiting for it. We think we've been out there in the rain, snow, freezing cold. All right, brothers giving up their lives, man. What do you think all that was for, man? For these moments. Brothers been countless hours. Brothers been studying.
That's right. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we know all these things that Esau is about to do, man. All these things were prophesied, man. All right? We already know you're going to come out with great wrath, man, because guess what, man? You're a carnal man. All right? And that's what you're going to go back to. You're going to go back to carnality, man. All right? You're going to come against the man of the Lord, but guess what, man? That day, man, you know what I'm saying? The Lord going, you're going to lift up a standard. All right? Straight up, man. All right? It says in, was it Sirach, chapter 41, verse 1, I believe it says what, man? The Lord didn't give us a spirit of fear, man. All right? Okay? Our fears, hey, what does the scripture also say, man? Fear not him. What scripture is that? That's Matthew, right?
Yeah, that could kill the body and soul.
Yeah, we gonna get that. What's that, Matthew 10?
I got a precept, so you find that.
I got it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, man. It says, this is Matthew 10, verse 28, and it says, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell, man. So, hey, man, we're not scared, you know what I'm saying, of giving up the ghost for the Lord's sake, man. All right, the scriptures say, what, man? The dead in Yahweh shall arise first. All right, if that's what we're gonna do, that's what we gotta do, man. The Lord gave up His life for us, man. So we can do the same thing, man. All right, because we're not scared of the wrath of the so-called white man. We scared of the wrath of the Heavenly Father, man. All right, we scared of not following His instructions, man. You know what I mean? We don't want to be a part of that missile parade that's about to come. You know what I'm saying, to this earth, man. Straight up. All right.
Mm-hmm. You got something, bro?
Nah.
I got a piece of. Brothers ain't got anything. Just start winding down.
Yeah.
This is Job chapter 14, verse 5. It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds, and he cannot pass.
That's right, man. So, hey, man, there's only so much you can do, Esau. There's only so much you could travel. There's only so much you could go, and there's only so much your days of rulership can last, man. All right, you have a set amount of days, man. All right, you think you're the Most High, but you ain't, man. All right, the Most High just set you up, man. What the scriptures say, man. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked, man. The Lord, you know what I mean? He let you hold that for a little while. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? You see what you did with it, and now he had to get that back. All right? You know what I'm saying? He got to get that back, man. And guess what? It's going to go down violently, man.
Yeah, no.
All right?
It said his days are numbered. Now, you got Esau trying to predict his own destruction.
Right.
Because they got a term called the doomsday clock. All right? And the doomsday clock, before it moved forward, it was at 2 minutes till midnight. All right? And that's the spirit, because when you read about midnight in the scriptures, midnight represents judgment.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Because at midnight, what happened to the ancient Egyptians? Their firstborn of the Egyptians was slaughtered. And that's what later became the celebration of the Passover. All right? And they moved the doomsday clock from 2 minutes to midnight to 100 seconds, which is roughly a minute and 40 seconds. All right, which is just a telltale sign that Esau's running out of time. That's why the scriptures say the devil is going to come down and have a great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you see chariot sightings. All right, they just violating all types of Esau's his laws and his his orders, because they do what they want to do, man. Because this is the Most High's world, man. The Most High set you up, man. So the Most High have his chariots going wherever they want to go, man. Violating all types of air spaces, man.
That's right.
All right. The scriptures say no man knoweth the hour or the day when the Lord returns, man. So that doomsday clock, that don't really matter, man. But it's just a telltale sign, man, that we close, man. We see the U.S. economy collapsing. All right. There's so much going on, man. All right, and this should be a faith boost to brothers that's in the faith, man. All right, and we just, us being younger brothers, we pray that, the Most High keep us into this thing until the end, man, because, all right, this thing is a battle, man. We just trying to endure. That's all we can do, man. Scripture say, he that endureth to the end shall be saved, man. So that's what, that's our mindset, man. Abba Ratazah, Yahweh Shemiel Shai, give me the spirit of endurance.
Right.
I got another scripture. Anybody don't got none?
I got one more. I'm just the scripture that your brother just quoted. It says Revelation chapter 12 verse 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them." It says, "Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he know that he had but a short time." So we already know, man. Hey, Esau, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you got to make your move, man. All right? You think you making your move on your own will, man, but you got to understand, man, these things were written from the beginning, man. All right? So you're going to come down with great wrath, and why are you doing that, man? All right? We already seen you coming down with great wrath. All right? Best believe these plagues and pestilences and all these diseases, that's part of his wrath. That's part of his wrath. All right? The famine. All right, that's part of the wrath too. You know what I'm saying? Why is he doing all these things, man? Why? Because we know he have a short time, man. All right, his little doomsday clock. You know what I'm saying? We don't put no stock in that doomsday clock, but even Esau himself, hey man, the time is, it's almost over. You know what I'm saying? Look, let the countdown begin, man. All right.
I got some. This is Isaiah 48:3. "I have declared the former things from the beginning, and they went forth out of my mouth, and I showed them. I did them suddenly, and they came to pass." That's right. The Lord already declared the beginning or the end from the beginning. Okay, and he wrote everything down by his holy prophets, giving them visions. They broke it down. And what did y'all 2/3 do? Y'all put the prophets to death. Okay, now we're in a time where the vision is no longer being called vain, and it's speaking very loudly. It says, "Because I knew that thou art obstinate, and thy neck is as iron, sinew, and thy brow brass." Yeah, because Israel has always been a rebellious and stiff-necked people who never hearkened unto the prophets of the Most High. Really, they didn't believe that the prophets whom the Heavenly Father sent were really the men that were sent from the Most High himself. They always wanted to speak to the Most High one-on-one until the Heavenly Father did a great act. And it says, "I have even from the beginning declared it to thee. Before it came to pass, I showed it to thee by his prophets, lest thou shouldest say, mine idol hath done them, and my graven image and my molten image have commanded them." Yeah, so if the Heavenly Father didn't come through with his word, y'all would have still been given over to y'all idols. If the Most High didn't say what he was supposed to do, y'all would still give glory to these idols who have no breath or no power in them. So that's why the Lord is going to bring forth all these judgments and judging these people and taking away these idols for you to finally realize with your heart and your stiff neck to see, hey, look, I'm the power, okay? I'm the only power out there, and there's none other beside me. But the only way that 2/3 is really going to know that is after death by pain. That's how stiff-necked they are, man. And it says, "Thou hast heard, see all this, and will not you declare it? I have showed thee new things from this time, even hidden things, and thou didst not know them. They are created now, and not from the beginning, even before the day when thou heardest them not, lest thou should say, Behold, I knew them. Yea, thou heardest not, yea, thou knewest not, yea, from that time that thine ear was not open. For I knew that thou wouldest deal very treacherously, and was called a transgressor from the womb." So the Most High knew that 2/3 of Israel wasn't going to believe from the womb. All right? There's a 1/3 where whom the Heavenly Father separated from the womb to get this truth and to be delivered. And then there's a 2/3 of our people who was ordained from the Most High to just come down here, be a demon, and then partake in that second death, man. Even though it was told unto them by the 1/3, the prophets. Okay?
Second Ezra 7:43. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past. So it says, the day of doom shall be the end of this time. And what is the day of doom going into? That's talking about the end. That's talking about the end of the last kingdom to rule before the kingdom of heaven is established upon planet Earth. Okay? And when you go into Daniel the 2nd chapter, it gives you the chronological order of the kingdoms that was going to come to pass and rule for a period of time before the last kingdom, which is to rule on that list, be destroyed, man. All right, and we at the feet of that statue, which Nebuchadnezzar saw in his dream, man. Right, where it says the feet mixed with part iron and miry clay, man. Yeah. Which is talking about this kingdom, man. Which is talking about the rebirth of the Roman Empire, man. All right, and that's why you got the Spirit just had me remember. That's why you got Great Britain. They're finalizing their departure of the EU on January 31st. All right, and that's prophecy being fulfilled, man. All right, where it says the beast shall hate the whore. Right. All right, and it's, yeah, like the brother said, you correct. It said your mother shall be so confounded. All right, the mother of America, man, Great Britain. All right, is being so confounded right now. All right. Also, Obadiah, the 7th chapter, man. I mean, not the 7th chapter, the 7th verse, where it says, all the men of thy confederacy have deceived thee, man, and brought thee to the border, and shall destroy thee. Roughly paraphrasing, man. All right. So these prophecies are coming to pass, man. This is truly, indeed, the year of prophecy, man. So the day of doom shall be the end of this time, man. That's why they got the doomsday clock, man. All right, they trying to predict their own downfall, man. They know that inevitable doom is pending, man. It says the beginning of immortality for to come. Yet immortality for the children of Israel beginning with the elect. And it says corruption is past because the Israelites are not going to sin anymore. The Most High is going to put his law, statutes, commandments on our inward part, man, through the new covenant, the new agreement that he's going to establish with his people, man. It says intemperance is at an end. What is intemperance? All right, being undisciplined, man, being wanton, being, unbalanced. All right, because that's what this world is about, man. All right, everything is about pleasing the flesh, man. Do as thou wilt. All right, eat. That's why these Americans are obese, man. It says infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. All right, so infidelity is being cut off now, man, because the word infidelity is going into not having faith, man. All right, but faith, like the scriptures say, faith shall flourish in the book of 2nd Ezra, man. All right, and the truth is out here, man. That's why you celebrities and the rest of you jakes out there, you don't have no excuse. All right, because the Most High said what? Through his son Yahweh Shai that they have no cloak for their sins. All right, so that was it. So, Anybody got any scriptures?
You can close it up.
All right. So, Lord willing, you sincere listeners was edified. All right. So with that, we like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles of this great millstone. All right. Until next time, Shalom.
Shalom.
Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.